Hey, happy hump day. This is Lucas coming to you straight from the car wash. Oh, yeah. So, I hope everybody's week was good. I had a pretty good week besides injuring my ankle at work and trying to scalp myself at work as well. I don't know if you can see that, but work can be dangerous, right? But, so I don't really have a topic to talk about today. I've kind of been in a hush-hush phase with myself, in a sense, just kind of absorbing the energy around me and seeing where I fit in and testing whether I'm living my true purpose or not. Now, initially, I'm just out here surviving the best I can, with circumstances. And I did get into outpatient rehab, part of my promise for my indiscrepancies to get through this program. So I got that ball rolling. Last night I was kind of sitting out here and halfway asleep, tired from the work day, tired because my ankle's hard to walk on. And I get a phone call from my stepdaughter. Well, my ex-stepdaughter is my stepdaughter from the last marriage. And she says, hey, I have a ticket for Dance Gavin Dance if you want to come down. And never really heard of the band, didn't really care who was playing, just wanted to hang out with her. And hung out with her and her boyfriend and one of her other friends. And it was a good time last night because I was kind of feeling a little bit down. Like, you work all day and then you get off work and, I almost have to call people to see if they want to hang out or just get a, different scenery going on rather than staying at work and all that. So I was very happy that she called me. And of course, as easy as it would have not to go and just stay where I was at, I was like, these are the windows of opportunity where you get to spend time with your loved ones. You need to take her up on the offer and go to the show. And it was great. I needed that. I needed to see her. I needed to be around her, feel her love, because it's not like I feel love all the time from people, especially when I'm at work and it's all truck drivers and mechanics and everybody's got their own story or in their own head, and it sometimes is hard to connect with these people at work. So it was nice. It was a nice change for me to go out and do something different and go see a show. Live music always cheers me up, so it was good. Taking care of business, and being able to cut loose a little bit without, breaking the law like I've been known to do. So yeah, it was good. I never know what the day is going to bring me. At the end of the day, I can pretty much know what my work day is going to be like, but after that, I never know what I'm doing. Don't really have plans unless I see a concert of some sort that I want to go to. Then I'll make plans for that. One of my friends told me I should get a room this weekend and take care of me, because yeah, it is a little bit rough. I mean, it's not impossible and it's not the worst, but I'm still living in my car at work. Staying at work is the safest spot for me. I won't get pulled up on by cops, get harassed to move or whatever, tell me I can't sleep here or park here or whatever. So I generally stay at work every night unless I'm going somewhere and we plan, for me to stay over the night or something like that, which is it's a rarity. Most of the time, I just like, if I'm not going to be in a house, I'm definitely going to be parked at my work rather than some random spot, because you never know when the cops are going to roll up and tell you to move and ruin your night of sleep. So I've been slowly reading Existential Kinks. I'm a real slow reader, so I haven't gotten too far into it, but I'm still reading paragraphs and pages here and there, and it's starting to bring forth a new light, a new way to look at things. Understanding that when you enhance your light, the darkness does appear, does come forth, and sometimes gets a little bit darker. The darkness increases, and how I deal with that and how I move through that will determine outcomes of those. So I'm very conscious about who I talk to, the things I say. Except when I'm at work, I kind of go on autopilot, because sometimes work's a little bit boring and I have to entertain myself, so I do that as well. But for the most part, I just try to do my job and help people that I can help, and try to move forward in the day flowingly. It is new moon, started at 5 this morning, so tonight I am going to do new moon intentions to reaffirm some goals and some things I want to happen in my life, and also be aware of my kinky darkness and embrace that as well, to gain balance, not to mix it up, to know that I'm not perfect and that I do make a lot of mistakes, but those mistakes also create who I am today, create experience, create wisdom, and I'm very appreciative of that, even though sometimes I might not act like it. I really am. How I act today versus how I acted a few months ago, I'm more kept to myself, I'm more guarded of my energy, and that's just due to past experience, recent experiences. I really need to hone in on my energy a bit to keep my frame of mind in a realistic place. There is a music festival coming up, and I asked one of my friends if she'd like to attend with me, and I'm very stoked that we're going to get to attend with each other this show. 10 bands, 10 crazy bands at that, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's in July, and this person's going through issues with her living arrangements and the person she's with too, and I thought, well, break away from that, come with me, let's go do something fun. And I was better known as the Mr. Fun Guy for a while, but now that the tables have turned, I have to be a little more mellow. I have to, I don't drink anymore, which is amazing. I'm more like a social drinker, so if I do go to places that serve alcohol, it's a little bit different for me, but I'm able to still have a good time, So I'm very grateful for where I'm at today. Gratitude is my attitude. Things could be a lot worse. Again, things could be a lot better, and they will get better. I'm sent forth a plan to get all this behind me and do better things in my life, and eventually get out of this car and have a place. As much as I love living in something that has wheels, because I can get up and go anytime I want, and I don't feel stuck per se. So I kind of like the lifestyle I have. I mean, it's not ideal for the weather that we have, but at the same token, it is my space and it does save me money, whereas most of my money is going to the courts and AP&P and all that. So, but you know, I think about everything that I've been through, and I think about where I'm at today, and I don't get down on myself about where I'm at today. You know, things could be a lot worse, and when certain things are taken away from you that you found that you've taken for granted in the past, you know, it really puts me in a humble spot to be grateful for what I do have. Those things that were taken away or that I gave away, because everything is a choice. I pretty much gave everything I've ever owned away. I've given up a place to live. I chose to take this path of not having to live with people and deal with me and myself on a regular basis, and that's something that I've never done. I've always had to have somebody there to distract me from me, and I don't know if it's necessarily that's the reason why I've always been with somebody, because there's a part of me that feels like I have a lot of love to share, and when I find that person that I feel like I can share that with, it really does make me happy. It makes me feel a part of something, you know. Being a good influence to my stepkids, you know, even though I do live in my car and I have all these charges, they still see the way I live, and that I'm not a bad person, and I'm not out committing crimes. I've broken the law, but that's due to my own choices, due to my own accord. I was willing to face the consequences, obviously, or I wouldn't have done some of the things I've done living in my car. So I am a lot more aware of the things I do today, and I do embrace that darkness, and it does put me in a place of being humble, because I could be in a lot worse spot. So gratitude's the attitude for me today. Just moving on. Happy hump day. Don't forget to hump the air on hump day. And if somebody asks you what you're doing while you're humping the air, just look at them and say, fucking nothing. Make that face too if you can. It's pretty hilarious. Anyways, have a great and wonderful day. And namaste, because the weirdness in me uplifts and supports the weirdness in you. Have a great day, y'all. Love y'all.